Okay, take two of this YouTube video. Um, this is gonna be basically a live commentary with some Overwatch Junkrat gameplay in the background. Just because I find this the simplest way to get my ideas out to the public than to actually have this big edited YouTube video. Because there's a limit to how much I can do with the programs I have. And this is just the easiest one. So basically I'm gonna be talking about what YouTube is doing right now and how they are mm, uh, basically fucking themselves over. And YouTube is a platform where I go on every day. I see thousands basically of YouTube videos per month, and I've been watching since a few years back. I enjoy the videos that every content creator makes, and I know there's a bunch of time and editing that goes into them. And what YouTube is doing is basically kind of censoring them. They're trying to stop them from making any videos that are not ad friendly. And I understand what they're doing, but at the same time, there's a limit to what they're doing. Because I know suicide is a sensitive topic. It's something that I personally dealt with. And so is ISIS, so is many things. They are very sensitive topics, and I'm sure people don't want the message spreading across if you're giving them money to put in a video. But here's the thing, those videos, most, I'm not saying all, most videos are not encouraging that. Heck, Boogie, most of his suicide prevention videos got taken off monetization because they had suicide in the title. And I understand that there's, it's, it doesn't look good for if you're giving money to something that's gonna have suicide in the title, but it's suicide prevention. It didn't take the time. It was an automated system. The logarithm made it so that the video was instantly taken off. It didn't have anything to do with the actual content itself. And speaking of, I was watching the WAN show with Linus. I'm pretty sure a pretty famous YouTuber, and he was saying that this system was in part just the beginning. That not the beginning of them taking more videos, but the beginning of a system that will in the future prevent those topics to be have so much leeway as it should be put on YouTube, because there's a lot of people promoting ISIS, and that's on YouTube. YouTube doesn't want that on their platform. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that just report on it. Philip DeFranco, he's been in YouTube for a long time, and I know he can survive. He said he can survive with just not the income provided from YouTube. But at the same time, there's a lot of smaller YouTubers. I'm sure there's a many with less than 100,000, less than 20,000 that are barely making a living off of YouTube. And now that some of their videos are not monetized, it's like, what are you supposed to do in that case, where everything you do is needs to be basically kid friendly? And newsflash, YouTube, life isn't that way. Life isn't sunshine and butterflies as much as we will want it to be. We're not gonna be forever looking at the good things, because shit happens. Life on the other side of the world has war. It has a hunger. It has, as mentioned, ISIS. It has a lot of bad things. But just because it's mentioned on a video, it's instantly deemed inappropriate. What that seems like something that would happen back in the 18th century, where people would just be censored for speaking their mind. Heck, during school we're reading about the life of Frederick Douglass, the narrative, and how anytime a slave would speak out their mind, they would instantly be censored or sold to a different place. And YouTube is doing, to an extent, YouTube is doing that. Anytime somebody speaks their mind about a subject or wants to make a video on something very sensitive, then their video doesn't get any monetization. They don't make any profit out of it. And that's the big thing about YouTube. YouTube is there to the fact that we can post our opinions, we can post our ideas, we can speak to thousands of people from all over every side of this planet, and it's it's fine. We can make a living out of it. That's the thing. YouTube is not trying to stop it, but rather it doesn't know at the moment what it's doing. It's making an automated system do what a real person should. To see some of these topics hand by hand, being like, oh, they were talking about this in a positive light to prevent it, instead of, oh, they have this in the title, no money for you. It just seems very unfair that people are getting fucked because YouTube decides to put everything in a decides to view it as money and as simple numbers. You have this in your title, no money. You want to talk about this, no money. You curse, no money. It's like, what the hell, YouTube? YouTube was created by the fans to listen to what their favorite content creators has to say. Heck, I watch a big example of the week, King Nappy. He keeps his personality, and yes, he curses, but he keeps it entertaining. That's the thing. So does PewDiePie. He curses. He keeps it entertaining, and YouTube is not gonna stop. Like, it's just gonna simply stop letting them do that for a living because they see it as inappropriate. But who are they to decide, I guess? Well, not really, because it is the platform. It is the terms and conditions, but there's a limit that they seem to be crossing, and that limit, they know. I'm sure they can do better at. Well, speaking of YouTube, this is my first video, basically, on the channel. And I know anybody watching this is probably gonna agree with me that we enjoy watching YouTube videos. We enjoy seeing comedy, funny things, music videos, music parodies, and that's the thing. There's many things to watch, and the more it gets censored, the less we have to watch. Okay, I'm back, but like I was saying, YouTube is practically a small web. It's a huge website, and they even created this There's YouTube for kids, and there's regular YouTube, then there's gaming YouTube. That's the thing. Kid YouTube is all those PG, quotes, quote unquote, for kids. Basically, it's entertainment or just educational, but if YouTube wants for the entire thing to be that, then it's not gonna be possible. There's just a bunch of things that are not being said when you don't curse, when you don't speak about what you want to speak about. Then it saddens me kind of, because I see these channels and some of my favorite channels, they can't do what they do for a living. They can't enjoy providing for their fans because then they can't make any money. They can't make a living out of it. And well, final point, YouTube, you can do a lot better at what you censor. You censor the bad things, you keep the good things, and everyone's happy. Heck, like I said, gaming YouTube, half of them, if not half, curse. They all want to keep their personalities as they make a YouTube video. It's what we all want. We want to be ourselves. And if YouTube censors everybody in this, then there's not going to be a way that we can be ourselves, because we have to keep it G, or rated G, rated PG. Just because we want to make a living out of this. We want to do YouTube for a living. And YouTube just can't. Well, they can, but it's just what they're doing is very stupid, to be honest. They can do this logarithm in a lot better way than this, and in the end I just want YouTube to stay how it is, where I can just go and watch what I watch and enjoy the content from many people. Well, that's the end of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.